let me start by giving a short intro that I was actually asked by a colleague and my friend who's now with you, Jilam Banerjee, to talk about. Just to give a background and an idea of how journalism works. Okay, so the first perception that I want to break is when you talk about journalism, the first thing most of the students have is, and even seniors and adults, is that it's all about reporting. It's not. It's an absolute. It is, of course, the core, but it's also the training that we carry with us, which enables us to develop into or write all forms of writing content. So it's a very interesting field, and the way it has evolved over the last 5 years, and of course post coronavirus, the online world has completely opened up. So just to give a brief idea about my 21 years, I'm not going to take 21 minutes doing that, but just to give a brief idea to the students here and to everybody. So I was 16 when I decided that I wanted to get into journalism. That was 1992. Thankfully, pre-Google days when we had to do, go and ask, do research, find out how the career can shape up because there was no www.google.com telling me things. So anyway, I went to do my graduation from Ladies Ram College, New Delhi. Then I did my diploma in mass communication and journalism from Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Calcutta. And then by 23, I'm in the field. See, journalism, the first thing, please remember, journalism as a field, the more you are there, out there, working hard, working everything off that is there, except for the bone and the flesh on your own self, it's the best because that's how you learn every single day. So whether you do research, whether you do desk job, whether you do reporting, hardcore reporting, whether you want to get into graphics, whether you want to be a page maker, you want to get into advertisement, just start, you know, join the field and start it off on. So anyway, I started as a broadcast journalist, then I moved on to print, and that's of course in Times of India where I met Jeelam. And then I kind of got a little disillusioned and bored, which is my problem, because the work starts getting mundane and I want to run away. I took a career break in 2008 Jan, and in August 2008 is when, like I said, my colleague, my friend Jilam Banerjee asked me to do an interview of the Coal India chairperson for an advertorial 4-page pullout that Times of India was bringing out. Okay, that was my first content job, and that's where my independent career started off. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are concentrating on just journalism as a course, and I am going to get into reporting, or I am a desk guy, the world has changed and evolved. Okay, I was very lucky that I could, uh, like do so many things together, but my core essence still remains journalism and the training that I received. So content development was very nascent, and I actually had to explain to people what content development means. Okay, 12 years back. So now, of course, things have completely changed, and then I am into content development. I'm into journalism as well. I am a consulting editor for E Newsroom. I write website. I write features. I write books. I get a lot of publishing work commissioned to me. So again, sky is the limit if you have a core in journalism. That's what I'm just trying to tell you through the career phase that I have. And then, of course, I went into media education and training. So when we talk about journalism, please, for all the students out there, there are two aspects of it. Okay, one is what you see, people on the television, people writing, people getting their byline, that is hardcore reporting. You can be an entertainment journalist, sports journalist. I want to be a reporter, so that is one aspect. Second is the production part of journalism. Okay, now this holds true for all branches of journalism, whether it's new age media, whether it's the digital online, e-portal, print, television, radio, so the core job sector is always going to be the same. So that you have to understand. One is the reporting part. Next, we come to the production part. That is where what you hold in the morning in the newspaper, even on your app, there is a person who's sitting there editing those stories for you. So the editor, sub-editor, they play a very important role. Of course, that's how the final news comes out. Then you of course have the photography section, the photographers. Okay, so photojournalism again is, or you can be a photojournalist, the one who's taking the videos that you see on TV, right? Again, it's the same for the digital world, whether it's a YouTube story, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a special segment which is dedicated to just videos. You need people who are trained to take those pictures, right, on the photographs. Next, of course, comes the main production part, right? So you are editing, the editing part even for television. And please understand what I always say, because I know I'm going to get a lot of questions on online, and I'm sure you guys also get that. Online is what I call the marriage between print and tele broadcast. So digital has given you a juxtaposition of the two. So what the skills that you develop for print and broadcast is exactly what you bring onto the table for the digital world. Okay, that is very important. Graphic designing, again, sky is the limit. If you do a mass comm journalism and then you have a side diploma with doing graphic designing, that's brilliant and amazing, because we all need graphic. You must be seeing, even on TV, when you see the graphs, you see the charts, you see how the airline crash at the Calicut airport, it was all graphically done for you. So because they wanted to show you how the breakage happened. So this is again a very important aspect. The third aspect, please remember, is the online world and the social media world opening up. Okay, there are people who, when you read a wonderful post by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, please understand there are hardcore journalists behind that who have helped him, because that's the job we have today. If you look at the job sector, what is happening is people are looking for social media managers, people are looking for online digital marketing managers, online digital content managers. So these are again very interesting. It's just the job role changes, but when you're talking about content, you do understand you're talking about how you can write and to the point, brief, less is more. So it's very interesting, the aspect of the digital world and social media merging in together. So that's a huge career chunk you're looking at. Blogs, again, a fantastic career opportunity today. Yes, it takes time. The gestation period is a little long, because if you want to get into the earning zone and everything. But travel blogs, lifestyle blogs, food blogs, okay, there are awards now being instituted just for blogging. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking into journalism and you want to get into reporting, yes, of course you will get into reporting, but there are so many roles to choose from today. Okay, uh, you want to ask anything, Mr. Ahmed?
Oh,
You can go.
absolutely. Thank you. I think it's quite an eye opener for our students. Ms. Ganguly, students would like to know the
Yeah.
difference between journalism and travel blogs. I mean,
Right, right. Okay. Okay. Journalism is the news aspect. Okay. Journalism is information. Journalism is what you read in the morning. Journalism is what your app gives you. Like, for example, to be very honest, before I go to sleep, I go to Twitter and I know what tomorrow's headlines are going to be. The Kozhikode airport, the air crash, I got to know from Twitter. There is, I don't know if you are aware of this story where this gentleman in Himachal Pradesh sold his only cow to buy a smartphone for his children. Okay, online classes. Now that story was picked up by InShot in the brief news that they give,
yes,
and
yes.
it was actually done by Tribune journalist called Ravinder Singh. So the chain that has come. So again, that is journalism. So what Mr. Singh, because people wanted to donate, so I went to Twitter and I found out that he has put up the bank account details of Mr. Kumar's wife. So it's like absolutely interconnectivity of media that we are talking about. So what you see in journalism is news. Okay, what you get in the news value, how news is covered, what is the information that is coming in, and of course, every second today, because of the apps and social media, and thanks being online working, we get news every second, so there is information overload. When you talk about travel blogs, okay, blogs is something which is, of course, informative, but it is not qualifying as news. It is not something that is happening and I am unfurling. Okay, now let me give you a very simple example. I love going to Pondicherry. That's my favorite place. I always say I left my soul there. Now, if I do a story on Pondi and where to stay, how to go, you know, if I'm going from Calcutta, how I reach Chennai, what are my ways, how long does it take, how much do I have to pay, how do I go to Pondi from Chennai by travel, like taking the interstate bus. So all this is part. Yes, it is informative, but it is only for the niche. Okay, it is only for people who are interested in that segment. Where do you stay? What are the places to see? Okay, so that is what I'm going to cover in my travel blog. It is informative, but it is only catering to the few who would be interested in knowing from me. News, like I'll give you, if I am in Pondicherry right now and the tsunami hits, that becomes news. Okay, and hopefully I'll be like it happened in Thailand. The gentleman who had the first shot from his hotel veranda of the wave can actually reach 4 feet high. That man is, he became a journalist instantly because he was just had his camera on. So news is information. News is what is happening around us. News is what development is taking place. Blogs are your personal place of expressing it. You can do blogs of any kind, right? You are doing blogs today. If you take this seminar and you sum it up and put it up on your own blog, Mr. Ms, that is, you're catering to the education sector.
Correct.
I do a blog where I say once a Juno, always a Juno. Anything that seems newsworthy to me, I put it up. It could be a photograph, it could be Amphan destructing the trees in my area. So that is again very personal. It's you. It's Joyita doing something. But the minute Joyita is covering a news, this program itself, if Joyita was covering this as a reporter and putting it up in a news portal or a newspaper, it becomes news.
Super.
That's journalism.
All right.
But
Now,
let me tell you something. I'm sorry. But let me tell you something. Journalism training and sensibility plays a big role when it comes to blogs that work.
correct.
Right. Tell me.
No, absolutely, you're right. Of course, there's a little bit of a change that we are seeing in the people, how they're perceiving journalism as in the last 2 years or 3 years, I would say.
True.
I've
True.
seen a lot of people diverting attention now from the basic media channels to the internet so-called social media channels. Like, for example, if you, I'm sure you heard about Scroll or Quint,
True.
um, and
InShot, Wire.
InShots, Wire. So these names were never heard about possibly 4 years back, 3 years back. But today everybody is going into Scroll and
Yeah.
Quint and all that.
Yeah.
So what is that? I mean, of course, that's also journalism. We do see Barkhadat as well doing a lot of
For
tweet and
sure.
stories.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of people are tuning into her. So, do we see a new horizon in
Of
journalism
course. Of course.
where people are moving off the channels or the big houses and moving on to individuals who
Yeah.
can, who have an individualism and who can actually carry on a story on their own social media channels? What do you have to say on that?
Right. Right. See, this is again a very interesting phenomenon, a development that has come in, and this is something that is going to be on. So whichever I mean, the students who are hearing us right now, they should actually start gearing up and developing skills, and not just using online portal and social media. Because I went out, I had a great time with my friends. Okay, I always say that you become a brand. Okay, the kind of things you write, the kind of things you show, and I'll be very candid with you here. Sometimes when I am asked to conduct interviews of future candidates, so they give us the CV, right? Now you go through the CV. I'm sure you also recruit candidates. We always ask, tell us something that is not there in the CV, right?
Right.
At least हमारे time पे this was very common. Tell us something that is not there in the CV. Now today, what is not there on the CV is on the social media. So I know for a fact that one of my students had dyed his hair green, okay, and he had an interview the next day in Calcutta. So I said, what you have done, get ready to answer. He says, That's just my personal space. It's my hair. So I said, no, but you'll be asked. And it was asked, okay? So what I'm trying to say is what you are putting on social media pages, guys, it's a brand that you are carrying. Okay. Now, what you are asking is also exactly the reason why the shifting has happened. I'll give you an example. A lot of debates had happened where national media is not writing about the Amphan that struck Bengal, but they were more worried about Bombay floods. The angst on Facebook was filled with it. Now, today, the interesting part is I do not need to clue you into the national media at all. I am my own journalist. I always say this to my students that you are a journalist in your own right, and this is something called the citizen journalism. Okay, you must also be seeing, so many posts on experiences with COVID. बेड नहीं मिला ये था ambulance charge this much this. So it is not always possible for a national TV to go to every region, sub-region and suburb and every urban locale
Correct.
to report things. Now that is what online has made possible. Okay, so the shifting also, I'll tell you another very interesting reason why this is happening. When you talked about Queen Scroll Wire, हम जो भी बात कर रहे थे, see, the thing is people don't have the time to wait, watch, read. Okay, so the 60 words, that is enough. Now if you want to know more, there is a link given to you, go in and see. Okay, today the highway of information is I want to stay informed. Okay,
Correct.
in-depth analysis is something which is I want to do or not do. Like for me, I am interested in everything. How much what was the score, that goal number Messi ka kitna hua, what did bhabhi ji papad say happened, what happened to the tree that had fallen in my area. Now for me that's a different issue, but we all are specializing today. Okay, so people, and I'm telling you this for a fact because this is something we are working on for our portal. Today we have to, acha, ek headline used to be given. That was the job of the editorial desk in our good old days. Okay, now as the writer, as the reporter, I write the headline. Now my editor is telling me, please give a separate headline with the keywords that I am sending you. Okay, so the keyword becomes a separate headline using those headline keywords, because when you search, Mr. Ahmed, you will be looking at those words and the story is going to come up. So do you understand? 20 word story, that is what you're hearing for in the future, because people do not really have the time, not they have that inclination, because things are so fast. We want to know in brief, and after that, if it interests you, you go on. I'll share an interesting thing with the students because this will help them. I'm sure everybody has an Insta account. Okay, go and add BBC, go and add CNN, go and add Guardian. If you, and every other portal, what BBC does is they give you the 30 seconds ka video story first. Now then it comes niche, keep watching, and on the top right hand side they write down the remaining timing of the video, the 302. Now just below that video they give you a short script. Now you understand that is journalism as well, because a person who's being able to write in 100 words what the video entails is, you need a very highly developed skill to be able to do that. After that there is a link given to you. You want to know more about it, go to the link and see it. So this is obviously going to be a shift. And for example, e-portals, e-news portals rather, e-commerce website, your every channel, every television, every newspaper, they have their websites and they also have their digital version. And I'll before I end, I mean, in the sense, before I finish answering this question, I'll give you a very live. Today, my friends who are still in print media, they not only just, we used to file say one story, make one page, and edit somebody else's page and see my page has gone properly. If I am going for a coverage, hand over my page to somebody and ensure that it's done. Or it was once, or I'm writing another story for someone else's page. This was my work pattern. Today I am doing the same thing, but I'm also generating 4 stories for the online portal.
All
Okay,
right.
traditional print media, 8 story for my story, and I'm doing a story for your page. So 2 stories, but 4 stories have to be generated in short, like brief, for the digital platform. So yes, I mean, of course, there is a complete. Yeah,
Super. We've got Kinkini Dhar, student asking a question. Is writing skills useful for journalism?
of
Of
course,
course.
of course. You, Kinkini, you cannot do journalism, any form of journalism, okay, without developing your writing skills. And when you ask writing skills, it's actually an interesting question because today the way we talk is how we kind of write. That is what has digital media done as well. Okay,
Right.
there was a time when statesman used to be the benchmark for us, and we were told read the statesman and learn how to develop your English and everything. It's much later I learned that the purpose of journalism is not to teach me English. Okay, it's supposed to give me news. So okay, no, but jokes apart, writing skills are very very important. Whether you do journalism, reporting, content development, you do blogs, you do website writing, you do editing, everything is writing, and even television script. Okay, and this is going to become very very important, especially with the digital world. Like I said, less is more. You use less words, but you give me more information. So you have to take that highway. So writing skills, and not just basic grammar. Please read a lot of writers. Okay, read a lot of good authors out there. Read bloggers, read journalists who are, they're all there. Okay, even their tweets. So you can always develop from there. But yes, writing skill is the core. It's very important.
Absolutely. All right. One last bit before we wind up the session on journalism to you is, what are the courses that students can look into to start this, and the colleges you would recommend?
See, there are two ways. I just saw Kinkini's question. Can we do journalism after the science stream? Of course, you can. I mean, you can pick up a diploma if you're doing graduation, like your 12 is science, and then you want to go in for mass comm and journalism. That is not a problem at all. In fact, there is media sciences as well. What I would So there are two ways. You do 10 plus 2, and then you enroll yourself into the undergraduate courses that are available, or you can do an undergraduate course and in any stream that you want, and you can then go and do a diploma in mass communication specializing in journalism. But that is something I had done, but I would like to suggest that if you're serious about getting into journalism and all the other sectors of journalism that we just discussed, in fact, I would say start young. So go for the graduation part. And if you are not planning to get into teaching, and if you're serious about joining the field of mass communication and journalism, please don't do a master's and waste 2 more years. Okay, first get your field experience. If you want to do a master's, you can always do later, but join the field. Courses that you can do it from. If you're planning it, see, there are lots and lots of places nowadays. Okay, I mean, everywhere everything's being offered. What I would ask you to see is which are the when you choose a college. It could be even like IIMC became IIMC, Indian Institute of Mass Comm, because they merged the practical and the theory very well. Okay, so if you are looking for a course, see, there is Symbiosis, there is Bennett University, of course Times of India has opened it. You have your MIT, you have your Calcutta University, you have your Delhi University, you have your Jamia Millia, you have your Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which is the diploma part. Again, IIMC, the same thing after your graduation. There is choices galore. Okay, I mean, there are uh, of course, St. Xavier's University in Calcutta is and they're offering a fantastic course. So naturally, there are a lot of options to choose from. My only request, okay, and this is a request that I'm trying to I make all the time, is please look at how much exposure, practical exposure, is being given to you. Okay, because sitting in a classroom learning about what is news is when a man bites a dog, not when a dog bites him. No, 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 I know that. That I know will happen. I want you to go out there and experience collecting news. If like I teach with Zima, which is the Institute for Media Arts, and this is something we are allowed to do very interestingly. Even if it's a theory class for me, television journalism, I take them out and I throw them onto the field. So Chinese products during Holi, they were not being accepted, right? Because of Corona scare. Go and do a story. It doesn't matter you're doing wrong. Choose that, okay? Because when you come into the field, it's become a very, very competitive field, Mr. Ahmed. It's very interesting. Hamare time pe MBA used to be like this. Uh, at least my time, or when my brothers and all started, MBA used to be, it was just a brand. IIMC se hai, aise chhan ke utha lo. Field mein jaake to AV, we will polish you. So it's become exactly like that because the more practical exposure that you have, and it's become a very highly competitive field because again of the online factor and content merging with journalism. So look for places that give you uh, the practical side of things as well. I just saw a question quickly. Sports journalism a good option? No, absolutely. That the action is always welcome. So, anything else that you
I
want to
think
ask?
it's just about time. And before we wind up, I'll just take this last question coming in from Dia, who's writing. We need to do specialization in a particular type of journalism, like for sport. So, is it that journalism has to be segmented, or it could be anything, or are there specific journalists for specific things, like they only cover politics, or possibly some of them only
Yeah,
cover,
yeah.
different aspects of life?
See, the thing is that when you study journalism, it's not going to be that you're going to be trained in all of it. It's only when you join the organization and after your 3 year or 4 years or even a diploma that you start understanding where your core area lies. Okay, so if you are getting a job in say the reporting section, obviously then going in for the hard news section. Are you interested in the soft news, like the Times of India, I would say Bombay Times? So that is of course the soft news lifestyle story. So what is yours? That area of specialization is something that you have to start understanding. And if you are interested in politics, yes. So if you're going in for the main reporting segment, specialization, yes, it's important. Like I specialize in features. Okay, so what is interesting with features, Mr. Ahmed, is there is no hard news, soft news features. Okay, today hard news could be that coronavirus is the more testing that is happening, the more reports are getting positive. So that is the development that is happening in the hard news world. Now I can actually write a feature which is a longer, very fleshed out, many interviews involved stories. I can take any angle and can write that. Now if it's a lifestyle story, like online has become the new black I don't know, black dress kind of a thing. Okay, everything is online today. So I can do that with feature specialization at the hardcore. See, many colleges today are offering specialization because they kind of understand your aptitude. You have to also start understanding what interests you. Okay, if it's sports, why sports? Are you ready for all the Krishna on the field? Let me just be very blunt and the way bachas talk today. Are you ready for that? I have a day night match. I am watching a match and I'm writing my report. Are you? I want to get into crime reporting. Are you willing to then sacrifice your sleep, go, and the crime can happen anytime, right? So specialization, yes. Choose things that you know will work for you. But when you start applying as an intern, that is also when the organizations start to kind of understand your aptitude and your future. But if you're getting a job in the reporting segment, obviously, I mean, you choose. If you're interested in the lifestyle part, you go to the lifestyle segment. So the segmentation, like I said, because I did features, it was very easy for me to fit it into all the blocks of writing actually. So
Super.
there's one question I just saw: negative impact on journalism because of online. Yes, I there is, but whether I take the negative or not, that is up to you. And the fake news alert is something also we as very enlightened people, we have to decide for ourselves. So negative journalism, print maybe pehle tha, that also had an impact, but it is up to us how we filter things. So
Absolutely. Superb session, ladies and gentlemen.